Hello everyone, this is Brien. I invented 4 ways to cure climate change, to stop CO2 emission. And I have 4 new methods to produce energy. I'm going to show you. This is one page I written lately in French. My name is André Brien, Boisbriand, Canada. So let's begin. This is a basic schema from c.c.p engine. c.c.p means central compression piston. This is it. This is the normal auto cycle used by all car manufacturer. But I have a new design. This had a new, longer, thinner piston. And this piston is just to adjust the air pressure in the compression expansion chamber. This is a mechanism to control the way the travel of the c.c.p piston at all time. So this is the air pressure inside the engine. So it's spinning all the time, so it's compressing the air more easily, just to about 6 or 7 to 1. Then on the expansion cycle, we don't ignite fuel, it's the same air. And the spin, it have a gain on the power stroke, because that piston is tightly tied to all the engine. So when it's this is the main piston, this is the c.c.p. It's going there, so there's a few loss on compression. Then when we start the power stroke, the c.c.p is following, so the expansion chamber is narrow. So it provokes a gain of power. It's spinning fast, always a little gain on the power stroke. If it's not enough, we can add the spark plug and ignite the fuel, but it will take 5 times or 6 times less gas than usually. This is another schema, it's the same basic thing. This can be a 4-stroke or a 2-stroke, because we have positive pressure at the end of the power stroke. So that piston moves slowly, but that one goes higher, so it have an expansion, so that it produces power even on the exhaust. So we can build it 2-stroke. We just have to experiment and do a prototype 1-cylinder. Then we know where it produces power, when it lose power. And it's a vibration because sometimes it accelerates and decelerate, so all car manufacturers have that problem, so they use a lot of cylinder. But if that is well tuned, about 800 cc, 1 cylinder can power a normal car, I'm sure of it. So to reduce vibration, we plug the crankshaft to an electrical generator. So with the circuit inside the electrical generator, when it's going too much slow, we remove some impedance and all the thing is always at the same speed like a clock, and then produce power, so it can be good in any car, and the engine costs less to build because it's smaller, and nothing is all new. It's all conventional mechanism, metal, gear, lever. This is another invention from me. It's called extrifuge because we move a mass, a reservoir that is empty, so it's easy to spin fast. When it's spinning fast, we push water there, so it's turning, so the gravity, the water is going everywhere. When it's filled up, we just inverse the electrical circuitry, and it's spinning slower and slower, but it's charging electricity in a circuit. So maybe a tank that large round with water. So we spin all the system without water very fast, then we push the water, then we stop spinning it with electricity, and it's going down to 0 RPM, and it gives electricity just by the movement. We repeat all that, and it costs $2,000 to put in a car. And this is another engine. Maybe it's not necessary, but it's very efficient. This is compressor and a long cylinder, very narrow. And we push the compressor there. Then we just make one stroke, and the generator is 0 RPM, then it goes. Then as soon as it's stopping, we harness the electricity, so it's a cycle. One shot, one spin, deceleration by giving, and we take the energy electric. That can be easy 5,000 psi or maybe 9,000 psi. So it replaces battery and gasoline in a car. And if we build a car with just a compressor, one cylinder, and one piston engine, we have a complete car, and maybe we fill the air 200 miles approximately. It depends on the tank. We can have 2 tanks for 500 miles range. So this is a way to help the climate by stopping CO2 emission, and using less gas, so cheap. Thank you. I'm gonna show you some other things lately. Thank you.